cookie keep you calling, then it's good. If I want it in the morning, then it's good. I got this money on my mind, but I got a little time. You're gonna be very happy that you tuned into this episode, man. We talking about Durand Burnarr. What is good, family?
What's happening, Doc?
Man, thank you so much for coming in, taking the time to do this. For one,
of course, man. We've been long overdue for this right here. Long overdue.
You rolling up?
Yes, I am. Yes, I got my what we got? We got a little lemon cake.
I'm a little jelly, you know. I'm on the east side, so you know I ain't got the Cali stuff, but it'll do. It's gonna happen.
I'm playing the world's smallest violin. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Hey, we're gonna make it enough.
Okay, make it enough.
We're gonna make it enough. What but first things first, what charm do you have on your ear right now?
So we have some popcorn and this right here, that's a chill pill, and that's what I need everybody to do.
Okay. Yeah. The chill pill and the popcorn, because we about to make a movie. Let's get it.
Absolutely.
I love it. Oh man. So let's talk about your favorite cousin on your daddy's side. And how let's talk about Durand Burnarr today.
Yeah, today.
Describe yourself in one sentence of who you are today.
Man, to quote Janelle Monáe, I am a free ass motherfucker.
Okay, let's get it.
Just free, really just working through things and listening to myself more, getting the proper help and assistance that I need to be a better version of myself. Like I'm really taking the steps.
That's what's up. I like it, man. What are y'all in here lying about? Where did you come up with that? When I see you walk into a room or you introduce something, you're like, what y'all in here lying about? Like,
what are y'all in here lying about? So I got that from my homegirl Mel. And okay. she'd always come in the room talking about what y'all in here lying about. And so so after a while I was saying it more than she was. And
man, that's funny as hell, bro.
So I just had to just put that on a t-shirt.
You sound really good. You sound like you're back to 100%. You said on Instagram that you actually caught COVID. Coronavirus.
Yeah, bruh.
Now, did you go and get the test and do all that, or you just knew you had it?
I knew I had it. I couldn't go get tested because my homie, who was a nurse that was working literally on the front lines of this thing, told me unless you feel like you can't breathe, then just stay home. You're doing it. He was letting me know what I need to take and all that stuff. So I had someone on standby.
Was you scared at first? Like, was you like, oh, shit?
I wasn't scared per se, but I will say that my final review of it is it's psychological harassment. Yeah.
Because us smokers, like I smoke a lot of weed. I heard about it attacking the lungs. I shut down. I shut everything down. I was like,
man. Listen. I stopped smoking for 60 days.
Oh wow.
60 days. Just because I had to first and foremost give my lungs the break that they needed, but also just to prove to myself, like, okay, you can stop. This isn't something that you can't not do, because after a while, if you're just high every day, all day, you stop getting high, and it's like, okay, you can't get no higher, bro. You wasting weed at this point. So give yourself a day or two, to just kind of like
to get high again.
Yeah.
Now I know a few people like that just stay medicated all the time. I can't smoke that much because I have responsibilities. And
part. Okay, your whole Latin daddy daycare over there.
Yeah, it ain't even a game over here right now, man. Especially with everybody being home all the time. I'm used to everybody being gone and not being home till like 6.
How is that for you being like full time, like dad now, like full?
It's harder to get the work done. You know what I mean? It takes a lot more dedication. But back in the day, I wouldn't say back in the day, but when I was really coming up back in like 2013, I was working overnight jobs, so that way I would have all day to work you know what I mean, on my music and pursue my career.
Gotcha.
So this is kind of feels like that kind of vibe. Like I'm training again, back overnight jobs, because I'm actually staying up later to do the music, and in my daytime is kind of consumed with the kids. You know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
it's
Gotcha.
it ain't a,
Prioritizing.
it ain't a walk in the park. You know what I mean? It's more
Listen,
like Six Flags in this motherfucker.
I understand, man. I understand. Woo.
So you're back to 100%. You give
Yes.
COVID a what? How out of 10? You give COVID a what? 7 out of 10?
A 7 out of 10. On a rate from this some bullshit to the absolute ghetto, it's definitely ghetto. Definitely ghetto. Oh my word.
Was it hard for you to, like, did you feel like you wanted to smoke but you couldn't, or were your lungs just like, did you feel like it was just such a heavy feeling?
So when I first did it, and I documented all this stuff in my journal, it's on my website.
Oh, word.
But no,
And
there
what's
were
the name of
just
the website? DurandBurnarr.com?
durandburnarr.com. Yep.
Okay, gotta plug
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir. Uh, I would just get short of breath. Like I couldn't really take deep breaths. So I had to just let them recover, completely, and then extend that time just a little bit, just to be sure,
Yeah.
because yeah, and
Yeah,
that helped.
I'm petrified right now. I don't want to catch it at all.
Yes, I mean it's not fun, but at least now I know what to expect with it. And my kitchen is still GNC.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I've got
Vitamin up.
my fruits and my veggies and all that stuff. So and of course to sweat it out. This isn't the type of virus where you're laying in bed trying to. Nah, you have to like be up, like
Yeah, and active. I feel like when you're sick and you lay down, it almost like takes over your body. You have to like
Yeah,
try to
yeah,
stay as active as you can. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
you can work it off for sure. You have a long line and history of so many things that you've done. I want to get a little bit into the history of who you are. I know your mom was a music teacher. I know that your dad worked sound and touring production, from
Mhm.
Jay-Z to Whitney Houston. What
Earth, Wind,
what
and Fire is the main
Oh,
one.
of Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's fire. I have a story to tell you after you tell me this.
Okay.
Was that how you got into music? Like just from a child? Was you just like bred into that kind of
It was it.
thing where you knew?
Yeah, there were other things that I even wanted to be, but because singing was always a part of the daily regimen. So,
Mm,
like I said, music took me serious before I took it serious.
wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. Cause that voice,
Hold
man.
on, don't say nothing because my earphone done came out. There we go.
Okay, there you go. I said that's
All right.
incredible because your voice is amazing, and it definitely sounds like years and years of experience and of training. Did you go like, well, your mom was a music teacher, so she basically taught you vocals. You didn't have to get like no lessons or nothing.
So she didn't teach me how to sing. She just taught me how to take care of what it is that I have and to pace myself, knowing when
Mm,
I'm not singing in my nose, knowing when I'm not singing from my throat, using my diaphragm, so on and so forth. But I've been a sponge and just absorbing different, vocalists and things that, pique my interest.
oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. So what about your dad? Your dad worked with everybody in touring and touring production and sound. Did you get to go on any runs with him at all or anything like that?
So my first gig on the road was being a production assistant for Earth, Wind, and Fire for their tour when I was 16.
Wow.
And so um, I got a chance to not only was I working production, but I was working like the merchandise. I was replenishing the tour buses. Like I was wearing a few hats, so they were keeping me busy. But it was a really good experience because I got firsthand of what people behind the scenes have to go through versus when you're on stage and you have this whole like hive of people. Um, just flowing and making sure everything runs smoothly. So I appreciated just doing background way more than someone coming in and never did production.
Absolutely. We have a lot of similarities in that sense because a lot of my fans that follow me for a long time or know about my career, they know that my stepfather at the time, the dude that my mom was married to, was a tour bus driver when I was a kid. And he was doing everybody. I mean, when Nelly and Destiny's Child was like opening for Nelly, Nelly was like the biggest hip hop artist
I
that was
remember
out at
that.
that time. And I was going on tours with him in the summertime. and I was like literally bonding with artists. I was like the cute kid running around in the back, you know what I mean? The tour bus driver's kid, and just causing hell, you know what I mean, everywhere. But it really gave me an idea and a sense of the background of it. And it really gave me an interest of like, wow, this is a whole production, from catering to the bus to the people that's setting up the stage, you know what I mean, to production, you know what I mean? Like, it was just such a crazy thing to be able to experience. So I'm glad that I can relate to that from you, and seeing that your dad did that. Your dad still does that now, or he's retired?
Yeah, no, he still does it.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you working with Erykah Badu has got to be some of the most incredible stuff that I've seen. I watched a lot of videos on YouTube. She adores you, bro. Like, you could tell she loves you. She has a love for you that is incredible. What is that like, working with such an icon like Erykah Badu? I think, how long's it been? 9 years, maybe more now?
It'll be 10 years next year.
That's incredible. Tell us a little bit about
Um,
that.
so I mean, she found me on YouTube doing covers of her stuff. I put out an EP called Eight Stepson Erykah Badu, dropped that, and
Oh, so
so
you
then
did a whole EP of covers of her music.
yeah, like little mashups and
That's
medleys and
smart.
stuff. Yeah, that's on my website too.
That's
And she hit me up the following year and said that she wanted me in her band. And so there were always a few moments where I would kind of zone out on stage because as a child, I liked harmonizing with her. And now this is my job. And she's become my friend, and she's, she knows my parents and I know her mom, and
that's
it's just,
crazy.
it's become like a legit family affair, and I'm so grateful for that, because I know people that have had a chance to meet their favorites and it didn't go nowhere near like
It
that.
ruins everything sometimes when the
Yeah,
person that you admire, or you aspire to be like, and then you meet them and they're like such a shitty person. It just kills the entire your life. It kills your whole life of like your
yeah.
timeline of loving that person. Like, I'm sure if the experience was bad, you done did a whole EP, you done did so many videos of her music, like that would have hurt. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just knowing that she's open enough to be, friendly enough to let people in like that, and create that relationship with you is dope. And those videos on YouTube, man, if nobody's ever seen them on YouTube, it's like Erykah Badu and Durand Burnarr. Like, that's all you have to really Google, put on YouTube, and there's so many videos of them performing live, and like, continue. So you still tour with her? If she goes on tour, like, you still do it now?
Yep.
Wow.
I said I mean, as long as I can do it. If I can do it, I don't, because my thing is, I kind of got like a little Lisa Fisher thing going on, where it's like she does her stuff, solo, but then she also does background work or session work, because when you just enjoy singing wherever you can get in, like, that's what you want to do. So
That was gonna be my next question. Like, what's the difference? Like, how do you feel when you're in the front of the stage and you're the main singer, opposed to being, with Erykah and you're doing background? Like, is that like, do you prefer one or the other? Do you, or you just like being on that stage?
I just like performing, period, but I definitely like to have a space for my own stuff, for me to express myself how I want to. But with doing background, my name isn't on the marquee.
Mm.
So my job is to assist, making sure that the show runs smoothly from where my vantage point is and what my responsibilities are. Now, if I'm in the spotlight, then my name is on the marquee, or
Exactly.
all the responsibility kind of falls on me. So yeah, it like I said, I just get in where I fit in.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. Let's talk about your original music. You put out a lot of originals too, right? And the "Fuck Nigga Free" song is how I got introduced to you. I saw it online. It went super viral, super viral. It was everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And I seen it on multiple times, and I'm like, this song is probably one of the greatest songs I ever heard.
When I tell you, that came out of nowhere, because I was literally on live just fucking around trying to write a song about this terrible ass date that I went on. And it's always the stuff that we put the least amount of effort in that
Yes.
ends up going viral. Like, we're just playing around, or we just woke up and we whatever, and it just It's crazy how that works. But
Wait, when did you put that out? Like, when did you officially like do that? Did you do it on live and then you put out the live video, or you was like, I need to record this?
so I was on live, and then I did a snippet of it playing on the piano, and then it kept getting reposted by people. Killer Mike posted it.
That's dope.
A few people like reposted it, and so I had to like quickly make the song, make an MP3. So I ended up doing that maybe like the following week or something, and
Bang. This shit
yeah.
is crazy, bro. How many hits do you think it has now?
Well, on my SoundCloud, I think it has like over 100,000. I know for sure.
It's got millions of views though, all over the internet.
Yeah. Oh no, if you combine it all, now if I was able to like put that on streaming services, then that'd be a different story. But you know, I don't know if that's in the budget. Got to get that clear.
Yeah, because it's a remake of something, right? What
Yeah,
is it a
yeah.
remake of?
Juicy's Sugar Free.
Mm.
Yeah,
The fuck nigga free. That shit's so fire, bro. That
yeah,
shit is fire.
man.
That shit
It's
really made me
fun.
a fan of you. And then seeing your personality online and then finding out more of your background. And then I got a chance to see you live in LA. When I was in LA, we linked up. What's the name
Yeah.
of that place that we went to?
So we were at the study, and the night of on Mondays it was called the Juice Joint.
The juice joint. Man, that vibe is so dope, so crazy. You don't have a problem going to like these open mic type of, these situations after you've already toured with Erykah, or after tell us about how you just enjoy going to like the small spots and putting in just as much effort in those shows.
Well, depending on what the space and what the atmosphere is giving and all that stuff, I don't mind going and just jamming out because I love musicianship. I love working with, live instruments
And it's
and the
like
band.
everybody goes up there, right? Like
Yeah.
people just like kind of rotating, like just jamming out. It's all freestyle type of stuff, you know what I mean? Spoken word shit, like it's really dope. Do you do that? Like, is that an every week type of thing that you do?
Well, when we were when life was back
Yeah,
open,
when life was open.
gotta speak past tense on that. It was something that I was going to weekly when I first moved out here. So maybe like the first 3, 4 years of me being out here, I was like going like every week. And then, you kind of get, take your breaks and, and then you're out on the road and you're gone. And so, it kind of it leveled itself out.
What's LA look like right now?
Wait, what's what look like?
What's LA look like right now?
They've opened up stuff. I heard they opened up new movie theaters, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So,
What
like
about
when
food? Do you cook every day, or are you like a out eater every day?
so let's talk about how this quarantine and this lockdown has brought out a lot of different things of myself because I'm a minister of the microwave. Okay, I am a disciple of the drive-through. Okay, I tarry with the takeout, but I have been cooking every once in a while. Like I order some takeout, or I get some pizza or something like that. But for the most part, I've been cooking, trying to be healthy. Got my smoothie, my blender and stuff like that. Finally, so I'm
I drink
just
a smoothie every day, yo. There's a little
listen.
Mexican lady on Hollywood Boulevard. Let me tell you something. She makes some fire ass smoothies. I don't know the name of her place, but she's a little Mexican lady. She got the little fruit stand.
I must indulge.
It's on Hollywood. It's fire. It's like right before the CVS and the Shake Shack. Shout out to the Mexican
Okay,
lady with the smoothies, cause her should
listen.
be fire. She give you the picture. She'll fill your cup up and give you the picture. So when you get some out of your cup, you just finish the picture.
Come
She don't
on
even play.
now.
She ain't even playing. She ain't even
She
playing.
care. I know you
Yeah,
care.
yeah. So that goes viral. Your career is doing well. You're touring, and then BET hits you up, or you audition for the next big thing.
Yes.
How does that come into play? How does the next big thing happen?
I got hit up about auditioning for a show, and it just seemed like um it made sense for, you know, what I was doing. Because we were going to be doing like our own original stuff. And so that's just kind of how that happened. It was kind of like adult summer camp because because you know we had to be escorted by, you know, one of
Could
the
you go to the
producers.
bathroom?
Yeah, we could. It's just they just had to monitor, you know, make sure we were where we were at all
At
times.
all
Because
times.
we were a liability, you know. So it was
Annoying as fuck.
yes, lining up and all this stuff.
Like, am I in fucking kindergarten again?
It was, you know what, but it was something. I think my inner child enjoyed it.
You was in line, you was first in line.
I was just like, we're here. You know, now them early days of having to shoot. My goodness, no. But
7 a.m. calls is 6:30 lobby calls is
baby,
ridiculous.
baby,
Man, it is
yeah.
not a game. So
Not in the
how
least.
do you feel? How do you like? Tell us about the experience. Who was on the show? Was it Dame Dash?
Dame Dash, Tina Davis, Zaytoven, the producer.
Yeah.
And
How did you feel like? How did you feel like it was going for you on the show? Like, did you feel like they got you, or like they didn't get you at all, or they were trying to were they trying to change you at all? Like, how did that work?
just personally, I don't think they really knew what to do with me. You know, we're also, you know, having limited time to create certain songs,
Oh yeah,
and so on and so forth.
and they're filming you too. Like they
And
keep you busy all day. Yep.
they're filming us, and so it's not like a lot of room to really concentrate. Like, I mean, it's cool to have to work that muscle where you have to create on the spot and put something together, but it's also difficult when you have like a limited amount of people creating music for 8 different personalities, you know. So it's
Especially when you're so hands on in the process, and
yeah,
then you go on the show and it's like you can't be as hands on as you would like to be, and you're like, well, fuck, is this a competition? Because I want to
yeah,
show everything I could do.
yeah, same here. I'm thinking about something in particular. I just
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, man. But for what it's worth, it was a good experience. As far as the relationships that I was able to make, you know, with people. Pretty much cool with everybody on like that I was on the show with. Even some of the staff people, you know, that were
Yeah, for
working.
sure.
Everybody was delightful. Well, at least I was cool with everybody. Um and yeah, you know,
So it was a good experience. Did you feel like did it benefit you a lot? Did you feel like it was a little underwhelming? How did you feel about the outcome of it when it came out?
the outcome I'll say was a little underwhelming. I felt like there could have been a better job done on like promo for the show. Um I feel like there was like we could have been, you know, at Essence or something like that, you know, talking about the show or, you know, something. Um
Yeah. And BET is a big platform, so I'm
yeah,
sure that you was like, yeah, it's about to go down. I'm not
yeah, to
gonna
some
lie.
degree.
After I did the BET cipher,
Hmm.
and people were like, "Yo, when this come out, it's over for you." And I was like, "Really? You think so?" Like, I don't think it's gonna be like, I don't think it's gonna make or break me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's gonna catapult me.
Over.
So no, they mean like, you know, like it's gonna blow me up. And
Oh,
I'm
so
like,
yeah.
okay. So like, to be real for a second, it kind of gave me an expectation. So then it aired, and it only airs one time because it's BET, it's the cipher shit, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just quick. It aired, and then I got some following, but it didn't do it like it didn't do like what Rhythm and Flow did, you know what I mean? But
Right.
it was just like so many people were like, "Oh, it's gonna be over." It kind of like it felt underwhelming. So I can understand when you're like expecting a certain thing and then it doesn't really do exactly what you wanted it to do. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but it was like I said, it reminded me of all the experience that I've had in theater, in martial arts, in just being in writing camps with my cousin when I was 12.
Mm.
You know, just yeah. I like I said, it reminded me of the things that I can actually still do, you know.
Do
And
you
some
do you
and some
think that the show How long did you last on the show? Like, what place did you come in?
I got all the way to the end.
All the way to the end?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, no way. I got to see the rest of it because I saw some of it, but I didn't finish it. And
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to know how far you got. So
Yeah.
the next big thing is, if you haven't seen it, that's another show similar to Rhythm and Flow. You know what I mean? Different type of talent, because we had only rappers on ours.
All right.
So
That's what
you
I'm
guys,
saying. Like, that would have been dope if y'all could have had singers as well, or a
yeah.
singing set, or at least a singing version
I don't think
of
anybody knew
that.
what to expect
Right. I didn't either. But when I tell you, I learned so much about rapping
from Rhythm and
on the,
Flow.
yeah.
Really? What did you find the most interesting of the show, like of our
Like,
show?
okay, so first and foremost, the rapping equivalent to when you're, oh, so I'm sorry, the singing equivalent to when someone is like just rapping so fast and it's just like, and keeps on going, is the same thing with runs with singers.
Mm,
It's like you're not letting the flow breathe, there needs to be a pocket,
yeah.
yeah.
So you started seeing that in different styles of rap
I
in
would be
a
able to
way.
point. I'd be able to point it out a little bit better and be like, "Oh, got it."
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So when you was on the show, you seem so free in everything that you do. Like, you're really authentic. Like,
I appreciate it.
that's the when I really advocate for the real, it's never about somebody that's tough or somebody, it's about authenticity. And
Yeah.
you're 100% authenticity. Tell me about how, was that ever difficult for you to be so transparent, to be, just to be you, and did that grow on you? Did you have to realize that, or was you just always like, fuck everybody, fuck their opinions, fuck everything? You know what I mean?
So I've always been clear about my preference, what I prefer, but I'm open to a lot of shit. And I
Okay.
honestly don't know what other shit I could be open to, because things that I thought I would never do or even see, those things came to pass, or things I thought that wouldn't happen to me happened. So I honestly don't know what life could bring at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah.
I can only go
Fuck
off
around,
of
have
what
a
I
baby
know now.
tomorrow.
Seriously. Because I want kids, but I'm just like, when I start looking at how expensive, like, doing a surrogate and everything, I'm like, I might just have to do this old fashioned way and just have to shoot up the
Remember
club.
when I asked you, who are you today? And your answer? That answer will be totally different. You start having kids, boy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not in a rush, but I
Like, I'm
would
so free. I'm sitting here like,
listen. I know, because I got
Durand,
homies that
I'm
had
so
kids when they
free.
were like
I can do
18.
anything I want. I'm like, that's what's up.
He's like, I can't relate. Okay, listen, that's the truth though.
Oh man, that's so funny.
No, but so yeah, I haven't it. I was fine being who I was in the house. It wasn't until I stepped outside that it was a problem for everybody, for other people that projected their own discomfort with me,
Insecurities.
and going out of their way to physically and verbally, assault me, guys and girls.
Mm.
So it was just like, but I wouldn't have the tough skin that I have now had I not gone through that kind of stuff. Not advocating for bullying at all, but
You
it's
feel
just,
like it made you kind of face everything in front of you.
yeah, because I didn't have no covering. I was a very vibrant, flamboyant kid, so that just liked music and always wanted to laugh and shit. So I was a target for a few people.
Yeah, yeah.
And but like I said, it helped groom me for how I handle things now.
I honestly, I tend to care too much about what people think sometimes, and I think that's why I admire a lot of the way you carry yourself. Um, and then when I started getting more of a following, I started giving a fuck less. And I said, in one of my lines, I said, ironic, the more watching, the less I care for opinions. You know what I mean? It's like, the more eyes that I actually got, the less I started to give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever. Who cares? I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. And that's that.
Yeah.
Because I've always been like real cautious and like trying to be clean with my image, because I see a lot of people ruining their shit. You know what I mean? Making stupid mistakes and ruining a lot of things for themselves. So I've always been so cautious with like everything that I do or what I say, and like if I say anything the wrong way, and people get mad, it affects me. And then I started to stop giving a fuck. So I just wanted to just share that with you, because that's why I admire how you carry yourself, because a lot of people in this world give a fuck too much about what other people think. Just that's why the problem with social media right now. Social media is an advertisement of people's lives because you're trying to impress. You know what I mean? So it's like the real doesn't really come through anybody's real social media unless you're a real ass person. You know, I put my kids up. I just put up a new freestyle about fucking all the shit that we're going through, which is actually pretty popping right now. But
I'm not surprised.
yeah, thank you. So I just admire that about you. But right now we're gonna do forward floor. I'm gonna ask you 4 questions,
Okay.
and you're gonna try to answer them as like the first thing that pops into your head.
Okay.
All right. So what's on your whiteboard / bucket list?
Fiji.
With the Truman?
I know, right? I've always wanted to go.
What's in Fiji that has you fascinated?
I don't know. It just looks really beautiful. I mean, I've been everywhere else in the world for the most part, except Antarctica and Jamaica.
I haven't left the country yet.
Bruh. Okay.
I was supposed to do my first world tour in April, and it got canceled.
And then this one time,
and then
when coronavirus came,
there's one time when Corona came, fucked everything up. All my momentum, fucked everything up. Crazy. So you've been out of the country a lot, like to do gigs and shit.
Oh yeah. My first time going out of, I mean, not counting Canada, London, Germany, Italy, France, 4 different places in France, including Paris, Australia, New Zealand,
damn,
Southeast Asia,
everywhere I want to go.
China, Japan, the Philippines.
What was your biggest culture shock? Like which place was the biggest culture shock?
When I went to Amsterdam when I was 22.
Was it when weed was legal there and not here?
Yeah.
Okay, you was litty. You was like, we could smoke.
Well, I wasn't smoking back then. I was doing edibles.
Oh, okay.
So I came in the game on edibles.
When Denver legalized, boy, I was there booking gigs every 2 months. Like Denver's my favorite city.
Okay.
Oh man, it was like one of the first ones to legalize it, to recreationalize it. And I just thought it was like the illest shit to just be able to walk in and buy the weed. I used to just do it because I wanted to. That shit every day though.
Yeah.
It's not like that here yet. Still, I'm still meeting somebody on the corner like, let me get a half.
Okay.
Like it's still a drug deal over here.
That's terrible.
What food is in your freezer that was there before the pandemic and is still there?
Freeze pops. And that's because I have a constant roll in of freeze pops.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite earring charm that you have? I know you own like 900,000 of them.
Probably my main one that I wear the most is my zipper.
I like the zipper one. That's funny.
Yeah.
The fact that you even incorporate that into your videos, that shit makes me die.
I don't know where I come up with this. It's so funny. That's what happens when you're an only child.
What's your favorite? I mean, what's the one thing that you can't live without?
Oh gosh. Peace of mind.
Give me a material thing.
Material thing? Shit.
Like if you don't have it, it's
my phone. My phone.
Oh, that's obvious.
Okay. Ugh.
An earring. Like if you leave the house without the earring, you feel naked.
Yeah. Usually I do have that on. No, I gotta go.
Gotta
Gotta
cover
cover
the
my phone.
phone.
Gotta cover my phone. Oh,
If you
I
lose that,
hate
then
it.
it's over.
I hate it. I mean, granted, I'll have my laptop, but still, it's just I ain't trying to lug my laptop all over the place.
Nah, nah, definitely not. So
Mhm.
we're gonna get into the topic of the day. I usually have a topic that I speak with my guest about that is usually off topic from what or who they are, but we kind of like to discuss it. So let's say you're with somebody, you know what I mean? You spend a couple years with that person, and you break up, but they create a relationship with your family. Is that person or is your family still allowed to keep in contact with that person that you broke up with?
So for me, it depends on what the reason was that we broke up. If it was
Ah,
if it wasn't something that put my life in danger, or it was something that uh defied my character, then I mean I can't make y'all or
so it's
demand.
your sister's birthday and you coming with your new boo, and she like, hey, I'm gonna invite them.
Oh no, you can't cut. Well, it depends. Was the breakup not?
Yeah, it was mutual, but you won't feel uncomfortable being around your ex with your new at a birthday party for your sister.
Well, I mean, I've already been in this situation. It just wasn't at a birthday party,
What was
and
it? What kind of party was it?
it was just uh what just being an adult, just communicating what, like, the elephant in the room, and just like, yeah, it's cool. It really depends. I don't give a lot of shit too much energy. Like I said, unless my life was in danger, you put my life in danger, or you defile my character publicly, then
Mm,
okay, I can really move past that.
you gonna just you're gonna just like let it go, show up with the new boo. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Oh yeah, that's last year's mistake.
That's
You know,
that's last year's mistake. Don't worry
you
about it.
know, you know.
What I noticed that being in LA, I thought about moving to LA so many times over the past 2 years. Um I know the living is expensive, for an entrepreneur like yourself, entrepreneurs like me who are thinking about moving to LA to pursue their careers. What is the piece of advice that you have for us?
Gotta have a plan.
Okay.
You need to have a plan. Some folks can just jump right in, and just figure it out, because they got that kind of mindset where they have that grinding mindset. Um, but for the most part, you're going to need your village.
Mm.
Even if you can just count on one hand how many people that got your back. Creating that camaraderie, very important. Um, Knowing what your circle is.
Yeah,
Uh,
but what if you're moving by yourself?
by yourself.
You moving by yourself. They getting on a plane. They thinking about moving to LA. They want to pursue their dreams. They want to be an actor. Or they want to be a musician. What advice do you have? Should they look for a job first? Because it's expensive to live over there. Should they save up some money?
They No, they should definitely have some coins saved up for sure.
Yeah.
At
How
least,
how
at,
long? Yeah. How long did it take for things to get rolling for you?
well, things got rolling immediately. It's just I was couch hopping.
Mm.
Like I was either a house guest, or I had a roommate situation. Two roommate situations that didn't work out. So finally had to just try it out on my own and make that work.
Yeah.
So,
Make it enough.
but that took like 4 years.
Yeah. Nah. Nah.
Like, it's just like, oh, when are we gonna find some stability up in here? Because
Nah.
but this city will bring the grind out of you. It is not for the faint of heart.
No, that's true. I wonder how many percentage of people run back home.
I know a
I
couple
would love
folks.
to. I would love to see those numbers. Right? How many people
Yeah,
actually survive? You're probably in the 1%, bro.
I don't know if it would be that low, but as far as like people that I know, that have
So
relocated
how many
to
people you know relocated to LA, and how many people have gone back? What's the
LA.
fraction?
One person in particular I can think that went back home. Um, no, someone else. It's a handful of people that, like, when I first got out here, they're not out here now. And
That's what I'm saying.
that was
See,
almost 6 years ago.
that's like everybody. You in the
Just
1%.
like, and then even some of them are not even necessarily going back home, but they're moving elsewhere. Like this was
Yeah,
just like
that's
this was somewhere to just like, okay, what's this like? I don't know if I like this. Okay, I'm
yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I
mhm,
moved to Atlanta in 2010 for 4 years to pursue my career, and it worked out great. I'm not a huge fan of being away from home, like where I'm from. I think I'm just born and bred here, but I love LA. It's just so expensive that I really gotta be sure about that commitment. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. And also figuring out how you can monetize yourself.
oh,
Like,
absolutely.
you're a brand. But the cool thing about LA is there's always some creative way to make money.
Mm.
Like they actually have, and listen, I'm not above having to do what I got to do to get my coin for this rent, but like I was Ubering and Lyfting.
Hmm.
uh,
It's crazy too. There's a lot of people out there.
Listen, that they have this thing called Task Rabbit where you can literally hire people or get hired to like put stuff together or mount stuff. I mean, they got folks that's hiring folks to just come and wash their dishes because they don't feel like doing it after a party.
Get the
Like,
fuck
just,
out of here
yes, they got WAG where you can walk people's dogs. I mean, there are so many ways that
to
you can
make bread. Nah,
to
it's
make
true.
bread.
The
Seriously.
entrepreneurship is at an all-time high. It really is. Because even when Uber first came out, it's just like, yeah. But you get to control your schedule. You decide when you're making money. If you got a WAG account, you decide when you want to make that bread. So you're right. I mean, that's the answer. That's the advice. Like this, it's come up with a plan, save a little bit of bread. And then if you come out there, there's so many ways to make money creatively and that are really on your time. So it's like,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. What's next for you, sir?
This album, man. Oof. That I've been working on these past couple years. Let's say, yeah. Literally since I released my last project in 2016, 2017, I say is when I really started like uh working on new stuff. It just depends on what your resources are. Like for me, like I'm not doing an EP, I'm doing a whole ass
Yeah,
album.
exactly.
So we got that. I got different producers I got to get to. Different people are mixing it. I got to get it mastered. I got to get artwork. I don't have a machine behind me.
Yeah, no, it's
you
true.
know
It's a
so
lot.
it's limited, and sometimes I just gotta wait, but I would rather wait and make sure that everything is right, so when I listen to it I don't have any notes. That's such
Yeah.
a beautiful feeling when you can listen to something and I have no notes
Any
for that
notes.
shit.
Oh my God. Nah, for
And you
real.
can literally listen to it as a
Because
consumer.
if you have a note and it's considered done to other people, that shit will irk you forever.
Yeah,
You'll never be able
yeah,
to listen to that without knowing that that isn't supposed
yeah.
to be there, or that word didn't sound, or that note didn't sound good, or like, you know what I mean? So the process
uh,
is different for sure.
yeah, but no, I've got
You have a name for this album that you're gonna be putting out?
yes, it's self-titled. It's
Okay.
called Durand, Dur, and then the ampersand.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's banging.
Yeah, my it's actually my logo. Hold on, just so you can see.
Yeah, I like that.
This right here.
Oh yeah, fire,
Mm-hmm.
fire. I love
So
that.
it's a subtitle. Number 13 kind of surrounds that project. Has 13 tracks on it.
Okay, okay.
50
It's
minutes,
what's
interludes,
what's
jingles.
significant for you with 13?
So I started putting this album together right when I turned 31.
Okay.
And when you turn 31, your adulthood is 13.
Uh,
And so I feel like emotionally and mentally, there's a
oh
teenager
damn.
internally right now going on, and also just different versions of myself that I've learned about post 30. This is being in therapy. This is have taken a critique and applied it and took notes and you know put put your money where your mouth was as far as your work and you know, just
That's dope. I can't wait to listen to that. And I really appreciate you coming and sitting down with me, man, and talking to me and giving me insight on everything that is Durand Burnarr, because I am so interested in you and your talent and your music. And I want to keep up with you. I want my fans to keep up with you. And I thank you so much for taking the time, man. It's just been great.
Absolutely, Doc. I appreciate it. And everybody can find music, videos, lyrics, all that stuff on my website, durandburnarr.com, as well as my journal that I did for the Corona shit, because shit is real.
That shit is real. And if you have that Corona, before you do, you need to watch it and figure out what to do, because I'm sure you documented everything. And I'm going to watch it too, just to make sure I got all the remedies.
Yes, sir.
Much love, family. Thank you so much.
You, have a good one.
You too. Been on my grind, getting way too rich. Ain't had time for nobody ever since. Don't hit my line if it ain't about a dime. Every time hit 'em with the new